Hey buddy, so today for our training session, I have some objectives and goals that I wanted to go over with you. Today our session is to improve our balance and to improve our agility and to improve your flexibility in your lower extremities. The equipment you will need is a squishy floor, a carpet, a yoga mat, whatever you have. We're going to use an agility ladder, or if you don't have that, you can get creative and just use like the tile on your floor, or you can get duct tape and make it into an agility ladder. Either way, I'll explain later. You will need a fancy little pro stretch that I have here, a yoga block, a yoga strap, and of course comfortable shoes, clothes, and plenty of water. So just remember, when I say core tight today during our session, I want you to remember to act as if these muscles are kind of like those tight weight belts that you have on. So when I say core tight, or keep your core nice and tight, I want you to pretend that everything all right here is squeezing really tight for me, okay? The next thing is I want you to focus on keeping your upper back straight. A lot of people during any kind of exercise tend to hunch over. I want you to focus on keeping your chest up, your back nice and straight, and we're going to be doing some balance today. So I want you to focus. An easy trick to make sure that you have good balance is to focus on one point instead of moving your eyes and your head around a lot. And when we're doing our balance exercise, I want you to remember to make it a little easier on you to focus on one point, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is we're going to warm up for about 8 to 10 minutes. We're going to do a agility ladder drill, and it's called the Ollie Shuffle, okay? So let's pretend you have your agility ladder in front of you, like mine is. I'm getting creative here since I don't actually have one. I want you to focus on alternating your feet. So you're going to start with your right foot forward, and then you're going to jump in time, and you're going to switch to your left foot, okay? So right, left, and then again, right, left. I want you to just focus on staying light in your feet and making that switch in time as you're jumping in air. So all you're going to go is right, left, okay? With the agility ladder in front of you, all you're going to do is alternate. So the leg that's going, so if we're going to the left, you're going to start with your left leg, okay? So we're going to go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So this is a really good way to stay light on your feet and to improve your balance, because when your balance is challenged from day to day, you'll notice that you'll have less of your foot on the ground and more of the ball of your foot on the ground when you like lose your balance, or when you do catch your balance, or honestly during any sports. So remember, stay light on your feet, right, left, left. So I want you to do is go there and back. That counts as 1. You're going to do 3 laps for me. Go ahead and pause the video and do that now. I hope that went well. We are going to do 2 more agility ladder drills. The next one is going to be called 2 in, 1 out. So now you're going to be facing your agility ladder, okay? You're going to go ahead and put 1 foot in. So I'm going to start with my left foot, my right foot in, and then my left foot out, and it's going to be forward, okay? And this is going to be traveling forward now, as opposed to the other one was traveling sideways. Now you're traveling forward. So I'm going to repeat that. You're going to start facing your agility ladder. You're going to go left foot in, right foot in, and then left foot out and forward. And that's how you travel forward. So now we're on our left foot. So I'm going to have you go right foot in that box in front of you, left foot in, right foot out, and forward, okay? So let's start that from the top. We're going to start on facing our agility ladder, left foot in, right foot in, left foot out, and forward. Now your right foot in front of you, in that box, left foot in, and right foot out, okay? So a little bit quicker every time you're doing this agility ladders. Challenge yourself to see how fast you can go. Obviously, keeping rhythm is really hard with the faster you go, okay? So as long as you're keeping rhythm, that's a good speed, and then just challenge yourself little by going a little bit faster, okay? So a little bit faster, this is what it looks like. You're gonna go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and then again, right, left, right. You're gonna go ahead there and back, counts as 1 lap. We're gonna do 3 laps total. So go ahead and pause the video here and complete that for me. Okay, last agility drill. I hope that other one went well. Last agility drill. We're gonna do the right to left, okay? So now you're gonna go ahead and start on your right side of the agility ladder, and all you're gonna do is, actually, I'm sorry, we're gonna start facing our agility ladder again. You're gonna start inside of the first box. You're gonna go right out, right in, left in, okay? And you're in one box. So now we're gonna travel forward by going right out and forward, left out and forward, right into the box, left into the box. Again, right out and forward, right left and forward, and right in, left in, okay? Start that from the top. So facing your agility ladder again, you're gonna go right out and forward, right left and forward, right in, left in, right out and forward, right left, out and forward, right in, left in, okay? So let's do that real time now. We're gonna go out, in, out, in, out, in, okay? So again, challenge yourself to see how fast you can go while maintaining that rhythm. And go ahead and do one lap there. So there and back is one lap. Try to do 3 laps for me. Go ahead and pause the video. All right, so I hope those agility ladder drills went well for you. The next thing we're gonna do is, now that you're nice and warm, if your drills did not last more than 8 to 10 minutes, I want you to go ahead and make sure, maybe you're super fast, maybe you're able to complete the drills really quickly, so let's say in 5 minutes. So then just do that twice. Make sure that you're warming up and doing that portion of the workout at least for 10 minutes, okay? So the next phase, we're gonna do a little bit of conditioning, okay? So we're gonna do calf raises, okay? So the first calf raise, I want you to just focus on keeping your heels together, toes pointed forward, okay? During this exercise, it's really important that just because we're working out those calves, that everything else is engaged as well. We're keeping our core tight. We're imagining everything is squeezing right here. So all those muscles are staying really nice and tight. Belly button drawn back toward the spine. And then your back is nice and straight. Never slouching, nice and straight, okay? So heels together, toes pointed forward. I want you to just go ahead, lift your heels off the ground as high as you're able to, all the way up, and then come down nice and slowly. All the way up and then come down nice and slowly, okay? This is that trick for balancing, is to look at one point instead of moving your eyes around and moving your head around, okay? So go ahead all the way up and nice and slow. And make sure to keep your heels together on the way up and on the way down, okay? So we're gonna do about 20 of those, okay? Go ahead and pause and do 20 straight calf raises for me, okay? Good. I hope that one went well as well. The next one we're gonna do is calf raises, but toes pointed in and heels out, okay? So I want you to go ahead. Remember that all of this exercise is supposed to be activating your calf area. If you feel it anywhere else, just take mental notes of it and we'll talk about it later, because I want you to feel it in that area, especially with this exercise as you're internally rotating at your hip. I don't want you to feel it in your knees. So if you feel anything in your knee, stop. We can adjust. That might probably just mean you need to bring your your heels in a little bit, and therefore your hips, okay? So let's go ahead. We're gonna have our toes pointed forward, heels out, and same concept. Core nice and tight, chest up, back straight. We're gonna go up and then down. Again, focus on keeping your heels out on the up phase as well, just as much on the down phase. So we don't want to come up and then bring our heels in. We want to stay keeping our heels apart, okay? So we're going to do 20 of those reps as well. So 1, 2, all the way up to 20. Please pause the video and do that for me. Okay? Last phase of those calf raises. I want you to go ahead. We're going to point our toes out now again. All that rotation needs to come from your hips, not from your knees. So if you're feeling any kind of strain on your knees for this, I want you to adjust by bringing your toes in a little bit. That just means your external rotation is a little limited, and that's fine. So we're just gonna go ahead and make sure that we're working with what we can do with our bodies, okay? stay active, stay aware, and make sure that those heels are coming off the ground and then coming down. Most of that body weight's gonna be on the balls of the feet and then coming down. We're gonna go ahead, remember, keeping our core tight, our chest up, it never changes for any exercise, and come down, okay? So I want you to focus on bringing those heels up and together and coming down nice and slowly, keeping your balance the whole time. If for whatever reason you need to hang on to something while you're doing this, that is not bad at all. You can hang on to the wall because maybe it's a little too tough for you to do it without the wall. That's fine too. As long as you get those reps in, you'll just work up to doing it without the wall. So go ahead and pause the video, do 20 of those reps for me. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into our cool down phase, okay? Again, if those calf raises did not take you at least 8 to 10 minutes to complete, I want you to pause here again, go back and maybe do 10 more reps for each set. So 10 more, instead of 20, do 30 of toes in, instead of 20, do 30 of toes straight, and instead of 20, do 30 of toes out. It's all depending on you, on how you felt, and at what time, how long it took you to complete those reps and sets, okay? So the last one, we're gonna do a little bit of stretching during this phase, okay? Since we worked out the calf area so much today, we're gonna go ahead and stretch out our calf area. So the first one we're gonna do is called the soleus stretch. So the soleus is the lower part of the leg right here, and something that we just worked out today. I want you to put your right leg forward, foot flat on the ground. You're gonna try to put your body weight over this knee, and all you're gonna do is lean forward until you feel a stretch in this area right here, okay? We're gonna hold as soon as you start feeling that stretch. Remember, anytime that we're stretching, we're never stretching to the point of pain. The goal we're going for is moderately uncomfortable. That's it, because you're gonna be holding these stretches for 30 seconds at least on each side, okay? So that's your right side. It's gonna be the same thing on the left side. You're gonna put your foot flat on the ground. You're gonna go ahead, put your body weight, so the center of your chest on that knee, and you're gonna go ahead and lean forward until you feel that moderate discomfort in the lower part of your calf area. You're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. You're gonna do it twice on each side, okay? So go ahead and pause the video and get that done for me, please. Okay, I hope the stretches felt good. We're gonna go ahead and do a gastroc stretch. So it's the upper part of your calf right here, okay? We're gonna use this fancy little contraption right here, which you will be using at your house. It's called a pro stretch. All you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and stand on it right here. Again, do it against the wall because it is a little hard for balance. You're gonna put all your body weight, you're just gonna lean on it. You're gonna let your toes come up and make sure that your leg is fully extended, so no soft knees, okay? I want you to make sure your knee is fully extended. You're gonna put all your body weight on that side, and you're just gonna hold it for about 30 seconds. Again, moderate discomfort, never pain, okay? Same thing on the other side. And again, we're gonna do 30 seconds, 2 sets of 30 seconds, okay? Go ahead and pause the video and get that done for me. Thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do a classic stretch called the sitting pike. I want you to have your feet together, your heels together, toes pointed forward. You're gonna have your knees activated, so you're gonna keep everything really nice and straight. You're gonna get those quads tight, because if you tighten these quads, it lets those hamstrings relax and therefore give you a little bit of a bigger stretch, okay? You're gonna do your best to lean forward and touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, that's totally okay. There's nothing to worry about. That's why you have your handy dandy strap. You're gonna grab your strap, you're gonna put it around your feet, the balls of your feet preferably, and you're gonna go ahead and just pull and lean forward. As you're leaning forward, you're making sure that your back is straight, so that chest is up, never rounding. And then you're going to fold over, so bend over at your hips, leading with your chest, trying to reach those toes, okay? Holding that for 30 seconds as well, doing that 2 times. Go ahead and pause and complete that for me, please. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is called a narrow hurdler, okay? Grab your yoga block for me. I'm gonna show you this, how it looks front ways and sideways, okay? So first, you're gonna go ahead and put your heel right here. You're gonna go ahead and grab you're gonna do your right heel on the block. You're gonna grab your left leg and you're gonna fold it and bring it as close to you as possible. If as close to you as possible means right here, if folding it means like this is the only range you have, that's okay. That's as long as we're working with what we have, okay? And the same concept as the sitting pike, you're just gonna go ahead and lean with your chest, back nice and straight, and you're gonna stretch out that hamstring. You're gonna make sure that your leg is nice and tight and fully extended, quad area nice and tight, okay? Give you a quick look of what it looks like sideways. Put your right foot up here, left leg bent, nice and straight. Again, if you can't reach your toes, that's not a problem. We have a strap. You can go ahead and put the strap around the ball of your foot, and you can pull and bring yourself closer, making sure your back is straight and you're folding over at your hips. Go ahead and pause. Do 2 sets of 30 seconds on each leg, okay? All right, so that's the end of our session. I really hope everything went well for you. If it didn't, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you have my number. Please call me and we can figure it out together. I'll see you soon.